and the results when someone goes through this. I got to see your the video that was made by your patient, and I'm quoting her, and others who come to our site can see her video. But I mean, it sounded like a pretty heavy dentist appointment. That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, that's the best way of explaining it. And then if you say root canal, you back off and say, no, no, it's not really that bad. So it's like
Yeah,
a
I've had some
dental
bad root
filler.
canals in my life.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
yeah.
All right.
So it's more like really it is. I mean, the person you're talking about, she walked into our office. We, we had a few jokes. She had a drink of water. She lay down and we did the procedure. We chatted throughout the procedure. She got up, she left, drove home, 20 miles away. I've had
Walked her
patients.
dog too. I remember that.
Yeah.
She took her dog for a walk,
And
which
she was
is
like,
kind of aggressive.
I took the day off and I didn't know what to do with myself. And next day she was back at work. And that's been the story. I've had patients come from out of state and they have driven back home the same day. When somebody comes from out of state, I always tell them to bring someone to drive them home. I don't want them to be, you know,
Right.
otherwise it's really a very non-invasive small procedure. There is no sedation given, no antibiotics. We don't use any narcotic painkillers. um, we chat throughout the procedure with the patient so we can monitor their functioning of their vocal cords, right? So if we get too close to the vocal cord, if the heat gets close, because the ablation is done by delivering thermal energy, right, to with a very small needle into the
Oh,
nodule.
do you have a? You said you had a needle with you.
I have a needle with me, but I don't have the actual electrode. But the needle will give you an
Yeah,
idea.
just a feel for it.
So this is the needle. This is an 18 gauge needle, which is what the electrode is. So it's the kind of needle that they put in the back of your hand when you go to get a blood test or an IV before any procedure. So, and that's the needle we're using. We're not making any cuts in your skin. So it's a sharp needle. We After you had adequate anesthesia like Novocaine, which takes about 10 minutes or so. Uh, we straight go
Wow.
to the procedure, sit, do it. The actual ablation only takes about 15 minutes of ablation time or less, but the doing the whole procedure may take you an hour.